Hello, online teachers. It is Teacher Paula here today with some valuable information. We have some new regulations that have been passed down from the Chinese Ministry of Education that I want to discuss. If you are an online teacher, please listen, take some notes. I would love to know what your suggestions are for the new regulations we're facing. All right, so as I said, the Chinese Ministry of Education has two new regulations for any online teacher. Right? So there are two parts to this. The first part are the operating hours have changed for children in China. The second part is that the TESOL certification requirements have changed. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the hours. I've seen a lot of Instagram posts and a couple YouTube videos where teachers are so mad and so furious about these changes. And yes, I will be honest, I'm disappointed, but I absolutely agree with the hours of operating changing. I agree with this. I think that 9 o'clock is a good time for classes to end for students. So that is the new requirement. Children in China are no longer allowed to have that 9 o'clock and 9:30 p.m. class that we usually offer through VIP Kids. So yes, I am losing an hour of teaching every day. Yes, I'm disappointed, but I agree with this choice. Why? Because I have taught children at 9 and 9:30 that are exhausted. They are so sleepy and so tired, and I really don't think that for many of them this is a productive class. So I've seen a post where people say, well, children in America have practice till 9 o'clock at night and they go home and they do homework. And yes, you're absolutely right. I agree with that statement. My children, I have three children, they're adults now. We played sports, we had church, we had evening activities. So yes, we did not get out of practice until 9 o'clock. We drove an hour away, but we're not talking about children in America. We're talking about children in China. And these are their regulations and these are their requirements. And I respect that decision because I believe it's best for children. And as a teacher, that is what we do this for. The number one priority is our student. What is best for them? Yes, we want to make money. Yes, I want to make an income, but I have to, number one, remember what's best for my student. And I think that this is best for the student. So our last class will be at 8:30. It will end at 9, which is AM for me. And I teach Eastern Standard Time. And I know this is different for many of you that teach a different time zone, but I agree with this choice. So I've come up with three solutions to the problem. Instead of complaining and whining about it, how can I make this work for me? So I've got three things that I want to discuss with you. No, I'm not telling you that this will work for you. No, I'm not saying that everyone has to do this. We all have our own situations. This, I think, are three options that work for me. Again, I teach Eastern Standard Time. So let's look at it. Number one, I am willing to get up an hour earlier to teach. I usually start at 4 a.m. I am willing to get up at 3 a.m. and teach that 3 a.m. and 3:30 slot. Yes, I'm willing to do that because I want to make up that hour that I'm losing from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Second, I'm willing to work on the weekends and increase the amount of hours that I work. So I currently get up at about 6 or 6:30 and I teach on Saturdays and sometimes Sundays, depending on what I have going on in my life. I don't always teach the weekends, but most weekends I will teach a Saturday. I'm willing to do that. What changes are you willing to make? My third suggestion is overnights. So many of you do overnights, and maybe you can add an hour or maybe you can add a day. I don't do overnights, but I'm willing to try it to get the extra hours that I'm going to miss per week. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm willing to do it. That's 3 suggestions, guys. Wake up an hour earlier, teach on the weekends, and try working overnights on Fridays and Saturday evenings, all the way until Saturday mornings. I don't know. It might work, it may not work, but those are 3 suggestions to a problem because the operating hours have changed. There's nothing we can do about it. No need in whining and complaining. Let's find a solution to the problem. The second part to the regulations that have changed for us online teachers is TESOL or TESOL certifications. So, if you are a certified teacher with a license, you are covered through your license. You do not need a TESOL certification for teachers that teach with VIP Kid. I have over 12 years experience as an elementary school teacher and administrator. I am not required to have the TESOL or TESOL certification because of my license that I have. But I did take the TESOL certification through VIP Kid because I believe it is an excellent addition to my profile and to my list of certifications. So I have a master's degree. I also have the TESOL or TESOL certification through VIP Kid. It works for me. It also separates me from other teachers that do not have that TESOL or TESOL certification. And maybe you just have a teaching certificate. Well, I wanted to add that on. I do know that if you work for Go-Go Kid or Magic Ears, that the VIP Kid TESOL certification does not work for you. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. So I know that teacher Danielle, I believe her name is on Instagram, she offers an online program that you can take and get that TESOL certification for $19. No excuses. So there it is. If you guys have any questions about these 2 regulations that the Ministry of Education in China has brought down to us on any online platform for children in China, please give me an email, send me a message, or make a comment, and let's solve this problem. Let's figure out what we can do to make this better. If you don't know Melissa, Teacher Melissa on YouTube, please, you need to follow her because this is what she says, and I agree with her 100%, especially in this case. Put your big girl panties on and figure out how to make this work for you. What sacrifices are you willing to make? Because we are losing an hour. There's nothing we can do about it. Teacher Melissa says, put your big girl panties on. So I've given you 3 solutions. I hope this information was valuable to you. I hope that you can use it. Also, if you are an online teacher, remember to inform your referrals. Please let them know what changes have been made because this could affect their decisions to continue to be online teachers. All right, if this was helpful, please let me know. If you've got some other suggestions that would be helpful, please put them in the comments and let us know what are your plans for these new changes and regulations. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you later.